talking about Bihar, no one used to talk about industries maybe about 3, 4, 5 years back because we didn't have that infrastructure. I'm not exaggerating, but nowadays you will compare Bihar's infrastructure with any developed state, we will be at par or maybe better than them. And when in the 90s, when the Indian economy started opening up, many states took the opportunity and they attracted investments. Bihar again missed that opportunity. Caste has never been my issue, and if you will believe, even today, many of my friends, I don't know their caste. And it's a generation which we belong to. Caste never became any issue for us. So it's a very right question, and everyone asks that from where you will be able to fund this scheme. Bihar finances has improved and it will improve, and I don't think that financing these kind of a scheme will become a burden or it will be difficult. It will become difficult for the state to manage. It's a trust factor which the voters have and which the people of Bihar have, because he has performed and he has transformed Bihar in last 20 years. I think BJP and JDU, we call it as a very natural alliance, and it's one of the oldest alliance. It was alliance which was formed in 1996. And also at times people, they say that why you only talk about 1990 and 2005? Because for understanding the present situation, you need to go back to the history, what happened in 1990 and 2005.
Hello sir, good morning. What is one thing that is keeping you awake in the night?
It's like a lot of things in the mind, because election, it's having a very hectic schedule. So that's there. And plus, you have to plan for the next day also simultaneously, like your campaign for a day. And at the same time, you have to think about what you need to do tomorrow. So there are a lot of things going on, and definitely it's a festival time also. So even the workers are involved. So I think overall, everything, because now, but somehow the thing is, I don't know from where we get extra energy. And that is there, and there's no fatigue. Even when your day starts in the morning, you're not sure when your day will end and when you will retire. But I think that's the way how the elections are.
You've said that 50,300 crore worth of investment proposal Bihar has received. Around 38,000 crore has been grounded already. But constituencies like Jhanjarpur, people ask where are the jobs. So how do you make sure these big investment actually translate into local opportunity and employment for people?
Bihar had organized a business summit in Patna, but we organized another in 2024, where we signed MoU worth 1,81,000 crores. Of the 50,000 crores which you have asked about, roughly about 38,000 to 48,000 crores investment have been grounded. And out of the recent, like the 2024 Bihar Business Summit, 1,81,000 crores MOUs, 90,000 worth of project, we have given them the approvals. Like their approvals given in these stages. So we have given them approvals, and in few cases we have allotted land to them also. Factories, it takes time. It's not that the operation starts in a day. Any investor, they need to plan their finances. They need to take certain approvals. But definitely we are keeping it. We are providing them hand-holding. Everything, every approval is being fast-tracked, and you will see. I won't say that you will find industry in every district in Bihar, but definitely things have changed for Bihar. If you'll visit to Muzaffarpur, if you'll visit to Araria, if you'll visit Begusarai, if you'll visit Buxar, if you will see the outskirts of Patna, you will find industries have started working. And it's not only that, the reverse migration has also started. People won't believe my statement, but it's a fact that the people who are working out of Bihar, now they are getting opportunity. I'm not saying that everyone has returned, because you will also understand that if someone is having their own comfort zone, they would not like to return back to Bihar. But yeah, definitely, we have seen cases where families have returned. They are working, particularly in the textile sector. You mentioned about Jhanjarpur. Definitely, when we are talking about Bihar, no one used to talk about industries maybe about 3, 4, 5 years back, because we didn't have that infrastructure. But now when we say Bihar is ready or Bihar hai taiyar, we mean that the infrastructure is ready in terms of road connectivity. When you have traveled, you must have witnessed that definitely road connectivity has improved a lot, which no one believed that Bihar can have such kind of a roads. And I'm not exaggerating, but nowadays you will compare Bihar's infrastructure with any developed state, we will be at par or maybe better than them. air connectivity has improved, rail connectivity has also improved. So now the industrial policies, we have come up with a new industrial investment package where we are offering huge incentives, and the industry leaders have said that it's one of the most attractive policy or package which any state has about. So these things will take time, and we have categorized Bihar into two broad categories. One, the district which I mentioned, it's being considered as another category B, where the incentives are less than for category A. For example, an area like Madhubani or Supal or Madhepura, where you will not find many industries. So I'm sure that in coming months, with the policies which we have come and the infrastructure which Bihar has and the abundance of human capital, industries will definitely come to Bihar. And specifically, you have mentioned about Jhanjarpur. In Bihar at present, we have about 84 industrial areas. Jhanjarpur is one of them. You are here, you can make a visit to Jhanjarpur industrial area. We are making a plug and play sheds. It's one of the very successful scheme of the industry department, where we are providing infrastructure where any investor needs to just come with their machines and they can start their operations. So we are making a constructed area of about 1,25,000 square feet, which is likely to come up by June, July next year. And I'm very hopeful the connectivity which Jhanjarpur offers. I think there will be many takers who would like to put their units in Jhanjarpur.
You mentioned about people coming back, like reverse migration happened. Still, unemployment and migration are one of the biggest issue among the youth voters. Many first-time voters tell us, why should I come to Bihar if I still have to migrate? Or why should I stay in Bihar if I still have to migrate for work? What do you tell young voters like this? Like, what is your message to them?
No, I definitely understand, but I think they also need to understand that what Bihar has gone through, the Bihar's backwardness goes back to 1950s. And many people, they are not aware a policy like freight equalization, which was there in 1950s and 60s, that affected Bihar very badly. And when in the 90s, when the Indian economy started opening up, many states took the opportunity and they attracted investments. Bihar again missed that opportunity. But now definitely, and I feel that every state must have gone through the stage in which Bihar is at present. What things have gone, we cannot change the past, but definitely we can make a promising future, and government is working on that. Investments are coming. For example, if a project of MoUs of 1,81,000 is converted, just imagine how many jobs that will be, these investments would be able to create. And it's not only about investments and private jobs. At the same time, we are working on MSME sectors also, like creating self-employment. Government has taken a resolution that in next 5 years we would be providing 1 crore jobs, and industry department has a very important role to play in it. And with the policies which we have come, and the industrial land bank which we are now expanding, I'm very much confident that you will, in coming years, you will see that industries are coming in different districts of Bihar, and the youths will have job opportunities here. Migration is an issue not only for Bihar, it has been an issue for the Hindi heartland states. It's not that the people only from Bihar they migrate. People from Uttar Pradesh they also migrate. People from Madhya Pradesh they also migrate. Yeah, migration becomes painful when they need to move out of their house for basic subsistence. For better opportunity, anyone will migrate out of his or her state, or maybe out of India. But I'm sure that in coming 1 to 2 years' time, there will be plenty of opportunities for the youths of Bihar. There will be getting jobs in Bihar itself. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that.
Okay. Next question I want to ask about, the 2023 caste survey showed that EBCs make up to 36% of Bihar's population, and whereas OBC is around 27 and the upper caste around 15. Do you think Bihar politics has moved beyond the caste politics and the caste identity, or is it still the central point in the way alliances are built right now? And how do you personally navigate the space without being seen as practicing old style caste politics? How do you see yourself?
I think if you feel particularly ask about me, I think with my background and my education and my upbringing, caste has never been my issue. And if you will believe, even today, many of my friends, I don't know their caste. And it's a generation which we belong to. Caste never became any issue for us. But definitely caste is there, and it's not only about Bihar. I don't know why people, they only talk about Bihar. Caste is caste issue is anywhere. But I think Bihar people and Bihar voters are matured now. You will see many assembly and parliament elections where people, they have voted out of their caste, and they have opted development rather than voting for their caste. And this is the thing which Bihar needs, and the people, they have understood this, and they are working. Because, for example, I'll give my own personal example. In 2020 elections, the assembly elections, I got about 95,000 votes. So all the castes, they came together, they had trust on me, and they voted for me. In any constituency, we have 243 constituencies in Bihar. There's not a single caste with only that caste support anyone can win. Unless and until you're able to gain confidence of the entire society and the entire people of one's constituency, you cannot think of winning that elections. So I think now Bihar has moved beyond caste now. It's just that somehow or the other there has become a stereotype that the people, there's a mindset that the Biharis, they only talk about caste. Caste is there, it's a reality, it's a fact. But you will see that the caste only dominates their voting preference. I strongly disagree with that.
So my next question to you is about, there was a few days ago, Southern released data on the delinquency rate, saying that Bihar is among the top most state in the delinquency rate. And around that question, I want to ask you that Bihar has seen a rapid growth in the microfinance lending, and with the outstanding loan exceeding up to 30,000 crore. Many women say that these loans has helped them start small business for themselves, but others face the stress of multiple debt and aggressive collection practice. How do you see the balance between financial inclusion and borrowers' protection? How are the borrowers protected from this loan then?
I think Bihar has a very successful model called Jeevika. And you must have heard about Jeevika. I don't know whether you have interacted with those Jeevika Didis. And in microfinancing, or maybe through the self-help group model, Bihar has set an example for the entire nation. Where the women, they are managing small enterprises, they are managing their own business, they are running few outlets. And the financial empowerment or the economic empowerment, apart from their social empowerment, I have interacted with them. And when I was Minister for Rural Development between 2010 and 15, even I was, because these self-help groups or Jeevika was under my ministry. So what Honorable CM Nitish Kumar ji had, according to his vision, Jeevika started in 2006 with the World Bank support, and started in limited 6 districts and 44 blocks. But with this help and the credit revolves, I think the success rate, and you won't find single Didi being a defaulter. So the model with Jeevika adopts, I think it's a very successful model in terms of financing, or if you talk about microfinancing, and their return, or maybe it's about 99.99%. And I'm making this comment with full responsibility that Didis have never become a defaulter. Weak people, they might become, but yeah, definitely now Government of India has become also at top. At times we have seen agencies putting some extra pressure in terms of threatening or taking, or maybe whatever, to take back their loan or to make settlement. I think government has taken a right decision, and they are protecting them also. But in terms of microfinancing, a government has to have a policy where you need to protect both of them. So I think government is working on those lines.
Okay, sir. So this is related to the same question. So under the Mukhyamantri Mahila Rozgar Yojana, your party has announced the transfer of 10,000 rupees to women as, again, for the seed for the self-employment. Can you please explain how your government will ensure that this one-time transfer will lead to sustainable livelihood and does not simply become a short-term relief bill?
I think there are a couple of schemes, for example, where government is helping entrepreneurs. Maybe we have a scheme called Mukhyamantri Udyami Yojana. And in scheme in Mukhyamantri Udyami Yojana, there are different categories. There's Mukhyamantri Mahila Udyami Yojana. There's a scheme for SC/ST. There is a scheme for EBC, scheme for minorities, and for youth, where we are giving them 10 lakh financial support, of which 5 lakh is a grant, 5 lakh is a loan, and the interest is paid by the government. So overall, it's an interest-free loan, which they need to repay in 84 months. That's one of the model which Bihar has started following since 2018. This recent scheme which you are talking about, Mukhyamantri Mahila Rozgar Yojana, it's because this fund is given to the Jeevika Didis who have proved their capability, and they are running many enterprises. I won't say only that if we'll travel to rural areas, there are many livelihood projects which Didis are managing successfully. So Jeevika has seen a transformation or a journey which starts from 2006, and today we are in the end of 2025. So maybe about 20 years journey, and these Didis have really worked and they have shown their capabilities. So government thought that with a scheme called that every ghar, har ghar udyog, har ghar rozgar kind of a concept, where we will support these women members of every family. In the first phase, SHG members, and at present Bihar has I think about 1 crore 30 or 1 crore 37 lakh women SHGs members. The condition is that in first phase, these women will be given this 10,000 rupees initial support, and later on, every woman of a family will be included in this scheme, but they have to become a part of Jeevika. So this is a model. Jeevika initially was supported by World Bank, so it's a methodology, or maybe you can say a system which was developed with the help of World Bank. 10,000 rupees the initial support, and Jeevika would be working on, and it's a policy that after successful, it depends on the Didis that how they are going to use this 10,000 rupees. If they are able to start any small business, any outlet, any work, government has planned to provide them 2 lakh of additional support in next 6 months. So I think this will create a ecosystem which will develop the rural economy, which will develop the every rural household in their ease of living, at the same time making them financially empowered. So we need to watch this scheme, and with the capability which the Bihar Rural Lively Promotion Society has, that BRLP is the society which runs this entire program, they have an excellent system, and I'm very confident that they will be able to manage this scheme very professionally.
So now that you mentioned about you will be giving 2 lakhs more, my next question to you is the Bihar's fiscal deficit is already under pressure. How is the government financing this 10,000 per woman transfer? What will be the cost to the exchequer, folks?
I think because every government decides, and its government takes a call, and if you will see that the Bihar budget in 2004-5 was about 23,000 crores, and now it's about 3,17,000 crores. When the government decides about a particular scheme, definitely we look into our finances that how we are able to make it, and not only this 10,000 rupees, but also when we would be giving them 2 lakh of additional support. So it's a very right question, and everyone asks that from where you will be able to fund this scheme. But I'm confident with the better fiscal management which Bihar has at present, and with the regulations like FRBM, we are maintaining it, and the Bihar finances has improved, and it will improve. And I don't think that financing these kind of a scheme will become a burden, or it will be difficult. It will become difficult for the state to manage. I think the government has decided, they have conceptualized the whole scheme, considering the every financial aspect, what Bihar has and what Bihar can do in coming years.
So the next question is about your alliance with JDU. So the alliance seems to be fighting this election on development and not on the identity pitch. Do you think that the message is genuinely reaching the voters, especially among the young urban voters who have returned because of the reverse migration?
I think what the basic advantage with what our leader, Mr. Nitish Kumar, is that Nitish Kumar, it's a trust factor which the voters have and with the people of Bihar have, because he has performed and he has transformed Bihar in last 20 years. You have traveled to this part of Bihar. I think I remember about 10 years back, it used to take about 8 to 10 hours to reach this place. And now we are here in about 4 hours time. Things have really improved. Two data I will share with you. In 2005, the electricity consumption in Bihar was about 700 megawatt, and in August, September, it was about 9,800 megawatt. So this is another transformation. So development, it's when you have good roads, you are making schemes, and it's just not only about road. Every household, you think about a scheme called Mukhyamantri Yojana, where every girl child is being supported financially if she completes her +2 or she finishes her graduation. We have a scheme like Kabir Antishti Yojana. We have Lok Shikayat Nivaran, public grievances. It's an act in Bihar. We have right to service. So these are a few schemes which have really transformed. I won't say that every problem has been solved. Problems are there. But the intention is there, the intent is there, and the government has performed. So our leader Nitish Kumar has that, he has proved it, and he has the trust, and with the support of government of India, the vision with Mr. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has, and the support which Bihar is getting, which is evident from the last 2 years, India's budget, if you will see the support which Bihar is getting, and the continued, I can say about my ministry, my department, industry, whatever proposal I have sent to government of India, I've got the approval. So it's basically when we talk about the support from the fiscal management, or maybe the trust which Nitish Kumar has or which Mr. Narendra Modi has, I think the trust factor is that whatever they say, they will do it, and they have delivered. So it's basically the performance. And the other side, the people has to compare with the regime of 1990 to 2005, and you will hardly find a leader from Mahagathbandhan talking about their achievement during 1990 and 2005, because they don't have anything to talk about.
What's your top campaign priority, and how do you make sure it reaches the right people?
2015 election, I lost by about 800 votes, and in 2020, I won about 42,000 votes. So I'll again say it's the trust. Hardly you will find a public representative who has issued or maybe come with a report card and put the report card in a public domain. I filed my nomination on 16th of this month. I did, my report card was digitally uploaded on the 15th of this month, where you can see whatever work as a public representative I have done in my 5 years. Important work, panchayat-wise work, and plus few works which I have initiated, which on the verge of sanctioning, but because of short of time, project was not approved. So when I'm talking about with the people and when I'm interacting with them, I'm not new to them. Jhanjarpur is like a family to me. The trust factor is there. I always say that if there is a 4-member in a family, consider me as the 5th one. And with the work which I have done, it's for the people to decide. But I'm confident that my performance as a MLA, the people will definitely consider, because the benefits have reached to the people. If I'll share, there is huge data that the beneficiaries in Jhanjarpur have. Every household in Jhanjarpur or in Bihar is benefited with government scheme, be it state government or be it government of India scheme. Apart from that, personally also, as in my individual capacity being as MLA, I have raised more than 242 questions in Vidhan Sabha, and for the last 1.5 years I was a minister. So as a minister for Department of Tourism and Industry, I've done my best for the state as at the same time for Jhanjarpur. Now it's people time. They have to take a call. They have to decide on the 11th whether my work, they have agreed to it, or they don't agree with what I have done.
So I have a few political questions also to ask. So the analysts are saying BJP is asserting more control with the alliance with JDU. As someone who is working within the setup, do you feel your party's space to make decision has shrunk? And how is the party balancing between the alliance as well as the...
I think BJP and JDU, we call it as a very natural alliance, and it's one of the oldest alliance. It was alliance which was formed in 1996, barring few instances where Bihar witnessed few political changes. But that comfort level is there. That comfort is there, and when in an alliance that comfort is there, it's not the question of who's asserting or who's taking a lead. I think it's a collective decision, and the common goal is, like for example, in 2022. In 2020, Bihar has adopted a program called Sat Nishchay, which Honorable CM had conceptualized, Atmanirbhar Bihar ke Sat Nishchay. So we are working on a common agenda that every party is working, and so that issue never arises. Maybe people might talk about it, but it's the comfort level is there among the alliance. So it's not the question of anyone is asserting. That comfort is there. It's a collective effort. NDA is fighting the elections. And it's a very comfortable alliance, which I'll say.
See, the opposition keeps attacking the government on law and order and the governance in Bihar. How do you assess Bihar's current institutional situation?
It has improved a lot, because when we talk about, we usually forget about from where we started. And at times people, they say that why you only talk about 1990 and 2005, because for understanding the present situation you need to go back to the history what happened in 1990 and 2005. Law and order has improved, and it has been the USP of Mr. Nitish Kumar. Our model like 112 or dial 112 is very successful model, and their response time is 10 to 12 minutes. Uh, and the concept like fast tracking of the cases, speedy trials. So this has also helped Bihar a lot. So I won't say that law and order is an issue now, and particularly because as an industry minister, I can say with full responsibility that during 90s and early 2000, kidnapping for ransom was the major concern in Bihar. You'll hardly find any case on that. Crimes do happen. It's not that it happens only in Bihar. Every state, crimes happen. But at the same time, if any crime has occurred, the police has acted swiftly and effectively, and the culprits have been put behind the bars. So law and order is not at all an issue. It's a good governance, and this is the USP and strength of NDA's government.
Okay. One last question, sir. If you are re-elected, what is one change you would want to see in the next 5 years?
I think as a Bihari, I feel that this is a time for industrial and investment emergence of Bihar. And we should not miss this, because I feel the work which we have put in, the hard work which we have done in creating an environment and attracting the investors to Bihar. If we miss this time, I have a fear that we won't get a chance. So I want to see Bihar as a very upcoming and a most favorite destination for investment in the entire Eastern India. I don't compare Bihar with a developed state like any southern state or Maharashtra or Gujarat, but definitely I see a very strong position of Bihar and making a very strong contribution in Viksit Bharat, a vision of Honorable PM, and I'm very confident that Bihar, with its full potential, I think we will emerge as the most favored destination for the investors. So one thing which you asked, I will see that investment leading to jobs, and people start talking about that. Yeah, बिहार में भी बड़े industries आते हैं, बिहार में भी उद्योग आता है. That myth and that perception of which Bihar has been a victim, I think that will go away.